Hey there guys, Raj here and I hope you're well. Today's review is on a fragrance from the house of Gucci and this one is simply called Oud. This is Gucci's interpretation of a very popular note that has been used in Western perfumery over the last few years. And what Gucci have actually done is they've produced two versions. They've produced this one, which I'm talking to you about today. I've been working off a 5 ml decant, which I've now finished, and they also have one called Oud Intense. Now, to avoid any confusion, I'm going to show you the bottle, the picture of it for this fragrance that I'm talking about. And this is how it looks. You can probably just about make it out. Now, normally, Gucci fragrances which are directed or marketed towards women come in this bottle size, and the men's one are, well, just a different, I won't describe it or show it, but it's a different bottle. But for me, this is actually, for me, it's like it can be worn by men or women. I haven't tried the Oud Intense version on skin, but I have tried it on paper. When I actually went into the store to try this fragrance out, the sales assistant, who was a lady, actually said, try this one first, because she was saying a lot of men had been buying this version for themselves. So that was interesting to me. It comes in two sizes, a 50 ml and a 75. The 75 will cost you £112.50, but I have seen it discounted online. So, shop around as always. You don't feel like you have to buy it from the store at full retail price. So the note breakdown for this one: top notes, there is pear, raspberry and saffron. In the heart notes, Bulgarian rose and orange flower. Base notes, they're saying here, natural oud oil and patchouli. So where would you wear this? For me, this is very much an evening fragrance. You're going out, formal, yet probably that's the most suitable environment. I can't see anyone wearing this casually. I would never wear this type of fragrance to work. And when I say formal, I mean more in a more special kind of formal environment instead of a kind of normal working environment. Season, I would say winter would be great, autumn would be great, slightly balmy summer evenings would be pretty good too. And to be honest, you could probably wear this all year, in spring too. I don't see any reason, although my personal preference is to wear these types of fragrances in cooler, colder weather. But I have tried it in humid weather and it does work. I've taken this fragrance on holiday with me. But colder weather for me, I think, is perfect. I think it could be worn by men and women for sure. But for a man, I think you have to like slightly fruity type notes and be okay with floral notes, but nothing too over the top. And I will go into the description in a second. Performance on my skin was really good. I think I got great longevity with this. It really pushed off my skin for several hours. You spray, one or two sprays, you'll be noticed. Anything more than that, you really will be noticed because it's quite a powerful fragrance. Before I go into the note breakdown, for me, this feels like, Tom Ford, they have a fragrance called Black Orchid. I feel like what Black Orchid is to Tom Ford, Oud is what that is to Gucci. They kind of tried to, I wouldn't say copy it, but it's in a similar style. It definitely feels that way to me anyway. So when you first get into this fragrance, you're greeted with a very thick and syrupy, fruity oil. That's what I would describe it. It is thick and quite literally is oily. I have sprayed some on my hand a few minutes ago and I can see the oil just like glistening off my skin. That's what I get, this very dense red fruit accord. It's really good. I really like it. It doesn't feel spicy to me at all, but it does feel quite dense. It is immediately joined in there with another very thick, dense rose oil, which is, it's not on the fresh side, it is more on the darker side, and I quite like it like that. It's a very sensual fragrance. If this was to be worn by a woman, I would really like that. I'll be honest with you. You have to be worn on somebody who has a good amount of confidence. They're wearing maybe a very striking dress, maybe looking a little bit more glamorous that night. But you know, on my skin, I don't feel like glamorous or anything like that. I do feel like it is quite a powerful masculine fragrance. So even though I never smelt it on a woman, I think it would be different to what I'm smelling on my skin, and it actually would smell equally great. As the fragrance transitions, I do get I don't get a huge amount of transition, but what I do get coming through after the half an hour or so is a very, very dry, woody, almost like a gasoline type accord, which is their interpretation, or maybe it is actual real oud oil. I don't really feel like oud is the main note in this fragrance, to be honest. I think there's a lot of other stuff kind of gravitating around this dry, woody accord. And it is nice. It is a little bit funky. It is a little bit earthy and almost like mushroom-like, which might put off quite a few people. But I think on the right person, somebody who likes this type of exotic, more Arabian-inspired fragrance, I think this would be a really good option to check out. It is quite challenging, could be to some people. It is quite loud, and probably doesn't suit my personality, or it doesn't match up to a lot of other fragrances I have in my collection. But I enjoyed wearing this decant. I don't think I would get a full bottle. I just don't think this style of fragrance really suits me nowadays. I used to wear a lot of more adventurous type fragrances until I kind of realized that I wanted to match my fragrance collection to match my personality and match my style a little bit more. They weren't really aligned much in the past. But yeah, that's pretty much what I feel about this fragrance. I think it's really well made. I like the ingredients used in here. It doesn't smell harsh to me. It doesn't smell too funky, but it has some nice fruity elements, nice dark floral elements, and I wish the oud actually came out a little bit more. But it is what it is. Overall, I'm going to go with a good high rating. It's nothing spectacular to me, but I'm going to go with an 8.5, which I think is quite a good score. And guys, if you have tried this, I'm quite keen to hear your impressions on this fragrance. Have you tried the men's version? I say that because it's targeted towards men, but if I could wear this fragrance, maybe a woman could wear the intense version. Who knows? Have you tried that one? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Where does this rank amongst other Gucci fragrances? It's not really a house that I've got into much. I've owned, what have I owned? I've owned the Gucci Pour Homme 1 and 2, and I think after that I never owned anything else from Gucci. So yeah. Okay guys, thanks for watching. As always, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.